Hi guys, so I'm late as usual. We're flying out the door because I have an appointment in 10 minutes and it's a 15-minute drive. Yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys with me, and then when we get there you'll see what I'm up to. Have I mentioned that it is 90 degrees out right now? 90. What the heck? This is where I am.
Sunflower, soul power. You're everything I need to make me feel so damn good, because you need me. All my life I dreamed about finding a girl like you. It's something special.
Psych. So turns out I'm not getting tattooed today. What happened was I did not give enough. Ooh. I'm like, where are my keys? I didn't. Oh, it's so dark. Let me get in the car first. Is this better? Okay. So I had a bunch of ideas rolling in my head, but I didn't think to notify my artist. I thought texting him would be annoying. I texted him, I guess, like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and I was like, hey, I changed my mind, or I didn't change my mind, but I want to add this to it, and how about this, and excuse me. And then I realized this is his business Instagram, and his wife responds. Well, his wife and assistant and co-tattooer. Anyway, I didn't want to be that chick DMing somebody on their work Instagram and being annoying. So I was like, you know what? I'll just tell him when I get there that instead of just a cover-up piece, I would like a half sleeve to start with. I want to, you know, hey, a big piece, a standout piece, like something I can show off. And so I didn't say anything, and then I got here and he was like, yeah, I designed something small because you said you have a job. So I was like, well, can't you just draw something? He was like, no, everything I do is custom. I was like, you don't have anything lying around you can just slap on me? He's like, this is gonna be on your body forever. You really want a rush job? Really? So I was like, But I waited 4 weeks for this appointment. I'm not feeling good, but I was like, I'm gonna make it to this appointment. Like, I waited 4 weeks. I was on YouTube every day. I was on Instagram every day. I was on Pinterest every day, like researching the crap out of what I wanted. And I thought I could sit there and tell him what I wanted and we could draw it together, but he has to design it. He's really awesome at customizing pieces. He never repeats work and never plagiarizes, he never copies, which I love about him. So anyway, guess what? I don't have to wait 4 weeks this time around. I just get to wait till Sunday. So I'm really excited. So Sunday morning, 8 a.m, I'm gonna be here, and I'll probably still have enough time to get to church. That's how good he is. So we're hoping 2 hours on Sunday will do the trick for my outline, and then maybe one more session to cover it up, like to finish up and, you know, shade a little bit more, and then I'll have me do my half sleeve. I'm so excited. So yeah, it's exciting, and I think we have a few more ideas, so we'll see what happens on Sunday. So thanks for your patience. I'll see you in a few seconds here, but days for me. Take 2. I'm here, so it's not like I'm driving on a main road. I'm actually just parking. But I'm here, and hopefully we'll get this done today. I drove past last time, so this time around I was like, where is my turn? I'm not driving past. Let's see how this goes. I am 7 minutes late, as usual. I'm always late. I'm always late. I hope he's here because I don't see any cars. Let's go do this.
tattoo with cold water and soap.
Okay.
Use antibacterial soap.
Okay.
Avoid any fragrance lotion or perfume or makeup or anything like that on your tattoo. I know why would you get makeup on your wrist, but you know. Yes.
And this is all on the... Perfect.
Oh, everything's on this.
Cool.
Cool.
How long do I have to wait for this to heal before I can come for the other session? You said 2 weeks. I heard you telling somebody over 2 weeks.
That's why you have to wait for it to heal and be able to get back. But you have to wait until we have an opening. So
oh, I know, because you're crazy booked. That's why I almost cried when on Friday he was like, I can't do it. I was like, no, I don't want to wait another month.
Oh, so you decided on Friday you wanted that key?
I wanted to text him and I said I didn't want to be annoying. Okay, sorry it's a little dark, but I've just come from 3 stores. I'm really tired. Once we got done, I thought I was just gonna stop at CVS, get what I needed based on these. These are my aftercare instructions. So unscented antibacterial soap and Aquifer, kind of like I used for my microneedling. I have some left, but I knew I wouldn't have enough for like my arm, like my whole arm for 2 weeks, because I have to maintain this aftercare instructions for 2 weeks. So I went to the store to get some more, and I needed antibacterial soap, but I struggled so hard. I went to CVS, I called 2 store managers, they searched and they couldn't find any unscented antibacterial soap. They kept finding the soap but not unscented. So I've taken 2, I bought 2 from Walmart. I went to 2 CVS's with no luck, but I got the Aquifer from them, and then I went to Walmart and I got this dial soap. It doesn't say unscented, but whatever. I sent them a picture so they'll confirm whether I can use it or not. It smells though. I figured I could use this on my body if it doesn't, because whatever, I like antibacterial soap for body soap. And then I bought this as well. Let me get this out. Oh, it's huge. So I'm not gonna be doing this at work, obviously, because I'm gonna be covering my arm up at work. I won't be wrapping it up. They said to let it breathe, but I have to be careful what shirts I wear, and I'm gonna be wearing long sleeves at work because tattoos aren't really corporate, and my job, like I said, is very corporate. So I do not want to ruin this, but I also don't want to get fired. So I'm supposed to take this wrap off after 2 hours and wash it, and then I guess let it start healing. So I got this. It's antibacterial. It didn't say what scent it was. It just says clean crisp. But I gave up. I just absolutely gave up. I'd gone to 3 stores. So I sent them 3 pictures. There was another one, but I ended up leaving it because I just couldn't take the chance that, because it didn't say antibacterial and it didn't say unscented. So that was like 0 for 2 or something. So yeah, we'll see which one they approve of. And then I'm gonna go from there. So I'll start my healing, and I wouldn't even get to talking. I'll just show you not daily, but periodic updates. I have another session for my shading, because this is actually supposed to be a cover up for the Nigerian flag tattoo. But we need to shade all that into like black so the green doesn't show so much. So I have another session scheduled, I think a month from now. I really could come after 2 weeks, but he is so busy. It took me 4 weeks of waiting to even get the first appointment. I got so lucky that we could do it today, and I think the person after me canceled, so we had time, thank God. So yeah, but I told him, I was like, if anything opens up before then, just call me, please. But yeah, so we have something scheduled for the finish up, and I'm excited that I only have to do 2 sessions. I know other people that take their time and have to go back and back and back because it's such a big piece. Maybe they're doing a whole sleeve. This is all I'm doing for now. I don't know about a whole sleeve, just because I don't even know what Brennan's gonna, he never saw the design because he was in Florida. So we'll see what he thinks of it, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm excited. guys, so it's really dark in here. I'm gonna head out. I just arrived from my touch-up appointment at 101 Tattoos, and I'm trying to make sure I have everything. I need water. Yeah, so let me show you what my hand looks like, by the way. Oh, is this gonna be blurry? There we go. Let's do it this way. So this is what my hand looks like. It's pretty much all healed up. There we go. Oh, let me just do this. So this is it. So as you can see, obviously the color is still there, and we're gonna be shading that in today. And yeah, just finishing it up. Sorry it's so blurry. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we're just gonna be finishing this up, getting this color right, and I think that should be it. So let me go inside. I'm a little early, but it's okay, I called ahead. I think I might just do a little bit of waiting around inside because it is 90 something degrees outside. Oh my god. But yeah, let's go get it done. So I was editing this video and I realized it just kind of ended. I think I lost some clips. I think I stopped filming at some point. I guess if you've watched the past few clips, you kind of know what the video is about. This video is about my tattoo. And I just wanted to come in and give a bit of a conclusion. I hope my father is not watching. Dad, if you're watching, well, you've seen a lot already, so you might as well keep watching. But anyway, okay, so I just popped in to, you know, just explain what you've just watched. I meant to show the progress of my healing, and I think I didn't. I lost track of time and maybe I stopped. But if you've been watching the channel consistently, you've probably seen my arm in several vlogs. So this is not new to you. But for those who haven't been watching other videos, let me just come in and give you an update. It's been over a year now since this whole, you know, revamping my left arm started. For those who don't know, I've always had tattoos and piercings. I especially prefer piercings because when I get sick of them, I can just take them out, they heal, and you cannot tell I ever had them. So I don't know, it's not a phase thing to me, it's just more how I'm feeling at the time. I don't know how to explain it, but I love them. My one thing I should say about the tattoo to start with is when I got the original map of Nigeria, you know, I got it maybe in 2009, I think, or 2008-9. And I got it in Charlotte, and I didn't have a car then. Somebody drove me there. I didn't do enough research. I was very new to getting tattoos, and an apprentice worked on me, and they didn't tell me. Well, I'll back up. So when I went to get it done, I just kind of got there. I said, this is what I want. I wanted it to be super small, like super duper small, no color, and that's it. When I got there, they told me it couldn't be done. It had to be done a certain size. It had to be increased. So I found a size that, okay, at least my watch can cover it if I have an interview or something. Well, then I went home after I had it done, and it smudged out, and it was really, it didn't look nice. It looked, it's like a mistake. It looked smudgy on some edges. It was just the outline of the map of Nigeria, my country, because I was really homesick. So I went back, and they were like, we didn't do this here. This doesn't look like our work. And I was like, what do you mean you didn't do this? I sat right there in that chair exactly a week ago. It was done right there, and they went, oh, hey bro, was it was he sitting there last week? Okay, I don't know the name of the guy. They were like, oh, okay, it's the new guy, he's an apprentice. So you had an apprentice work on a customer and didn't tell the customer, and then you denied my the whole story. And then they had a policy back then that if you didn't like it, come back, we'll fix it for free. Well, they were like, yeah, well, it needs to heal completely first, so you have to come back in another week. They wanted me to give it 2-3 weeks to heal, and we'll fix it, but it won't be free. You're gonna have to pay again. So it was almost like, why'd you have this policy if you admit that an apprentice worked on me? But I was so young, I didn't know what I was doing, so I paid again for the same people to jack me up some more. So their solution was to color it in, add the flag of Nigeria, which is green, white, green. But then they said white doesn't show well on black people, so they put nothing in the middle. So it was green, skin green. And I was stuck with that for years. And I just, you know, and Nigerians would see it and be like, what is that? Because they know the flag is not green, skin green. And Americans would see it and go, what is that? Because it's a weird, what is that? They don't, you know, and it just was so embarrassing. And it was the most obvious one in the most obvious part of my body. And I just did not like it. I was homesick, but that was not the way to do it. It was just a bad job. So I've always meant to do something about it, cover it. I tried in Boston to do it, but they kept telling me you kind of have to go bigger if you're gonna color something, if you're gonna cover something up. You're gonna have to go bigger, and you're gonna have to do a color or something that will hide what it used to be. And I wasn't ready to go bigger back in school, so I was like, maybe not. So anyway, fast forward to last year, I decided to start working on it. And so that's kind of where you picked up the video from. So yeah, it's been a year. since my healing. I've gone back a few times. I think I filmed every time I went, but maybe there was one session I didn't film because at that point I thought, well, you now know how he works, whatever. And I love my tattoo artist, 101 Tattoo Club. I put their name below. I shout out to them. They were really amazing throughout this process. But yeah, so this is what I look like now. Mateo has left his own little design in there somewhere. I think, let's see, I have some places where he scratched me and it healed, so he's actually left his own little imprint in there. But so far, I don't know if I can turn my arm all the way, but I'm very pleased with what I look like now. This is not something I'm like ashamed of. The reason I also got something so big was because originally I wanted to get a whole sleeve, just this one arm. I wasn't gonna mess with this arm at all. I was gonna get a sleeve, but because I had the correction down here and I wanted to do a sleeve, it didn't make sense to fix down here and start up here and then meet in the middle. He suggested we start from somewhere and then go up or one way, but we couldn't just do both. So we decided to work this way. Unfortunately, as much as I try to wear sweaters, my dad found out. Yeah, if you know any Nigerian, you can be 100 years old. Your parents are still kind of, how do I put it? They will have a say, okay? So yeah, my dad found out and was like, what did you do to your arm? And it went left, okay, it went whoo! It was bad. So I decided to just clean it up. I had a lot of the green for the map didn't quite get clear, because also another mistake they did when I first got the tattoo done by the people that messed me up in the first place is they came too close up this way. It should really have stopped. A real sleeve stops early enough that you can wear long sleeve clothes to work. They came all the way up to here. So there's not much fixing you can do when they've already come into your palm. So we've been trying to go through and color some things white and make it work, but you can still kind of see the map of Nigeria through, because when they messed it up, it was because they messed up the lines. They made it too thick and it smudged out. So you can still see the outline, you can still see the green, but it's not as horrible. But that's the point. It's that I couldn't, coming up, we had to come all the way into my palm. So yeah, I decided to just tidy up that and halt the project. It felt incomplete before, so this is what I always wanted. I wanted a mandala style over here. You can see the flowers, and then I wanted kind of dot work, and I wanted something like a bit of a rosary-esque thing. Pretty much my artist got every design aesthetic I wanted. And I didn't want color. So that's why we're not doing any color here. We're just trying to shade what we can and turn whatever we can into white. So yeah, I decided to stop because my family was not pleased with the idea of a whole sleeve. No, it's okay. Brandon's right here because he's playing with a cat. But yeah, I'll just say my dad didn't like it. So I decided to stop because I love my dad. I'm not trying to offend him. We just came back from a trip, so Mateo gets really vocal when we come back. It's his way of telling us he's mad at us for leaving him. But anyway, yeah, so this is what it looks like now. It's healed. It's all healed up. Like I said, my cat's done a number on me. See, these are fresh, and they have some puncture ones here. Yeah, Mateo takes a do you hear him? he goes crazy, but he's adorable. But yeah, that's the update. I just wanted to let you know that the half sleeve is gonna stay a half sleeve because it is, and honestly I'm fine with that. Like, I think doing a full sleeve would have been a lot. It would have been a lot, and I do imagine myself at 80 looking kind of funny. Yeah, be like a grandma looking kind of So I'm okay, honestly, with the way it looks. I love it the way it looks. Once we did this part, I was a happy camper. I was done. I was super happy. So that's it. That's why I didn't end up with a full sleeve, and I just wanted to come in and tell the story. And for those who don't like blood or anything like that, I'm really sorry, but I try to be very explicit, just explaining the title so that you would know what you were walking into, so that you're not cringing. But yeah, I just wanted to show the whole process. Do your research. If you're gonna get tattoos, you know, do your research. It's gonna be on you for the rest of your life. Do your research on the artist. Do your research on the actual, you know, the studio. Do your research on the piece of art you want. You know, if it's words, if it's a verse, if it's a quote, think really hard and be like, okay, is this gonna be good 5 years from now? Is it gonna be relevant to me? Also, if you're one of those people getting words, decide if you want it facing you or facing everybody else. Things like that. You know, if you're gonna gain weight, if you're gonna lose weight, is it gonna move? Is the word gonna get warped? Just little things to think about. Also, health comes first. Make sure everything they're using is new, clean. They're opening it in front of you. Like, be vigilant. Don't take a nap. Don't say, I'm scared of needles, I'm not gonna look. Look, and get a stencil. Let them see where it looks on you. Let them move it around. Do, you know, just. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to come in with the conclusion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Say hi. You're not saying hi to them? Mateo. Meow, meow. He's on the floor now. Why is he so vocal? Hey. He's gonna bury himself in the blanket.